Harrison Lemon, the second.
Both of the devices in here for that, because I believe there were two devices.
That's the gentleman with the fez hat on, headgear on. Can you unmute yourself, please, sir? Is he connected to audio?
It appears to be.
Lemon Bay, Harrison Lemon Bay. Can you hear me, sir?
Can you hear me?
I can hear you. Good morning to you.
How are you?
Okay. Are you the second or the third?
This guy is already off to a rough start, and we're barely 60 seconds into the hearing. He can't even figure out if he's speaking as himself, the second person, the third person, or someone pretending to represent the third. Like, sir, this isn't a guessing game or a role-play session. You're standing in a courtroom, not catching up with cousins at a family barbecue. Let's get it together before the judge loses patience completely.
I'm here on behalf of the third.
The third. Okay. And I guess it's the second as well. This is the city of Detroit versus Harrison Lemon Bay the third. Straight that. This is the state of Michigan versus Harrison Lemon Bay the third. Case number SX 419-5968. Counts 1 and counts 3. Appearance for the record, please.
Howard S. Berry Jr. on behalf of the defendant. State your full name, sir.
Your Honor,
Mr. Berry, I think he's representing himself.
Your Honor,
Yeah. Yeah. All right. And add count 3 to that. Add count 3 to that record as well. Or count 2 to that, or 1 to that record as well. So count 1, 2, and 3. Let me have that other. I believe. State your name for the record, Mr. Lemon the third.
I am Harrison Lemon Bay, all lowercase letters. And I'm here on behalf of Harrison Lemon the third.
All right. Well, I've never heard of the all lowercase letters. What does that mean?
It means that the name is to be spelled with all lowercase letters, not all capital letters, not part capital and lowercase, strictly all lowercase.
Here comes the classic sovereign citizen routine, right on cue. He's writing his name in all lowercase letters like he's submitting a secret code or logging into an email account. Seriously? You expect the court to treat your name like it's a Wi-Fi password? Come on, this isn't a tech support chat. It's a legal proceeding over a misdemeanor. Priorities. My guy.
Your Honor, I'm the surety on behalf of the principal debtor, strawman Harrison Lemon III. I've given the court notice weeks in advance. I'm here to tender a special deposit to the court and make the clerk fiduciary, the prosecutor, as well. And I'm looking for a plea of release today. Will you grant a plea of release?
No. I can grant you a pretrial. I can grant you the opportunity to speak with the city attorney, or I can grant you a trial date by judge or by jury.
Yeah. So
what would you like to do, Mr. Lemon Bay?
Well, do you mind if I ask a couple of questions?
The judge gives him every option, literally everything, even shows a little mercy. She offers to let him talk things out with the city attorney or just go ahead and set a trial date. But nope, he's not interested in any of that. Instead, he starts asking for pre-release and talking about equity like he's at a business seminar. Sir, this is a courtroom, not Wall Street. You're not pitching startup shares, you're facing charges.
We were here, so entry date, one of the counts was entered into as, one count was entered into as Harris Lemon III, the other count was Harris Lemon II, and the other count was entered Harris III Lemon. So I think that's just a typo. There's the nature of the offenses. There's the misdemeanor case, driving around valid operator's license, no ops on person, and that is a 93-day, punishable by the maximum possible penalty, 93 days in jail and or $500 in fines. And you have 2 civil infractions, one expired plates, and the other one speeding at 16 to 20 miles an hour over the speed limit. So those are the nature of the.
I'm really, again, I'm ultimately I'm here to tender special deposit and settle the charges, you know, make the clerk fiduciary.
Well, you settle it by pleading to in taking a plea today, paying the fines, or taking it to trial, see if you can do better at trial. You have a right to a trial by judge or jury, and that's it. Those are your only options, sir.
I'm looking for a plea release. Are you stating that there's no offer of equity in this matter, Your Honor?
I don't know what you're talking about. All right, we're gonna
Sir,
move on. So I don't have time for this.
Would you like to speak to an attorney? Would you like to speak to an attorney, sir?
At last, the judge brings the back and forth to a close. The gavel's practically in midair when she gives him his jury trial date and moves right along to the next case. She's clearly had enough of decoding his off-the-rails courtroom philosophy. This isn't Legal Theories 101. She's a judge, not a translator for made-up law.
Well, okay. I'm going to give you a trial. I'm going to give you, now, do you want trial by judge or jury, sir?
Your Honor, by jury.
Okay, jury trial. Can I get a jury trial date, please? Soonest one you have. All right, June the 2nd.
Or we have 15th, we have, right? And the next one will be July the 13th. Because we have on the 15th.
Let's do June the 2nd. June the 2nd. We should do this in the afternoon as well.
Well, we gotta set a pre-trial first.
Yeah, we'll set a pre-trial. We'll set a, so your next court date is going to be a final pre-trial, sir. Final pre-trial will be June the 1st, 6/1/2023 at 8:30. And then we'll set the jury trial date for the next day. We'll set it at 2:30. All right, we'll have you at 9:30 on June the 2nd. So your next action date that you need to appear is June the 1st at 8:30, and then the next day we'll have the jury trial at June the 2nd, 2023.
In one last dramatic attempt, he pulls out something he calls an ecclesiastical deposition and starts demanding UCCC forms like he just discovered a secret legal spellbook. Sir, this isn't Hogwarts and you're not casting magic in here. The judge has officially had enough. She cuts his MIC like a Zoom host shutting down the one person who won't stop talking. Courtroom closed. Nonsense dismissed.
All right.
A copy of ecclesiastical deed pulled along with my UCC1 in Diamonddale, Michigan.
All right, Mr. Harvey, I understand, and whatever motions you're going to file, you can have your attorney file them or you. But Mr. Tresco's just got one simple question for you, though. He's representing you right now, and he just wants to make sure.
I belong to the Michigan Republic, and I will not be represented before any of your state status royal courts, sir.
Okay. Okay. Well, I'm gonna have an attorney pointed for you, whether you use them or don't use them. We'll address that at the examination date. So,
you cannot represent me before any of your royal courts, sir.
Mr. Trescone,
as to the flag, you have a commercial flag behind you on both sides with the fringes, sir. Excuse me.
Mr. Harvey, you're making it very difficult for yourself.
I you all your charges, and I desist and denounce you as criminals.
Okay, that's fine.
Man, but you got a body number. Just put your body number on whatever you send to me, sir. And I'm requesting a register of actions be sent to me immediately.
Well, okay. Register of actions makes no sense, but we'll let you talk to your attorney. If you got things you need, if you've got If you got things you
Am I
need, you're gonna have to
mistaken?
file a motion for me. I'm not gonna
And
do
I
it
need, and
outside.
I
It's
need
gotta be a
access,
formal
I
motion.
need access to the proper, utilities
Yeah.
to do that. And I can do that. I certainly will.
Okay.
Matter of fact,
And Mr.
you better move the
Triscone,
clerk of the court to file this. You can take.
all right, I gotta mute him again. He's just going on and on.
You're all right.